The love and hip-hop Atlanta universe is in flames right now, after the most shocking scandal yet. Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's marriage, already scarred by endless cheating rumors, just got hit with a bombshell that has fans screaming. According to explosive leaks, Kirk didn't just sneak around with Jasmine Washington allegedly. The three of them were caught in a secret threesome scandal that flips everything we thought we knew on its head. And guess who spilled it all? Yandi Smith, the queen of receipts herself, is dropping tea hotter than ever before. Screenshots, voice notes, and whispers from insiders are all pointing to one conclusion. This wasn't an accident. This was planned. And the fallout. Rasheeda's reputation, Kirk's loyalty, and Jasmine's role in the drama are all on the line. But the biggest question fans are asking is, why did Yandy wait until now to expose it? For years, Rasheeda Frost and Kirk Frost have been sold to fans as the ultimate survivors of reality TV marriage drama. They've weathered cheating scandals, outside babies, explosive fights, and endless rumors. Every time fans thought, this is it, Rasheeda's done with him, she shocked everyone by staying. Together, they've crafted an image of being a power couple that could withstand anything thrown their way. But in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta, there's always one truth. Every empire has cracks. And sometimes those cracks turn into earthquakes. Enter Jasmine Washington. Fans of LHHATL know her name all too well. She's the woman who nearly tore Rasheeda and Kirk apart years ago when allegations surfaced that Kirk fathered Jasmine's child. The scandal became one of the show's most infamous storylines. Tears on camera, Rasheeda's heartbreak, Kirk's cold denials. It was television gold. But for Rasheeda, it was pure humiliation. For Jasmine, it was infamy. And for Kirk, was proof that he could somehow survive even the worst revelations. But here's where things take a turn no one expected. According to shocking new leaks, the tangled web between Rasheeda, Kirk, and Jasmine didn't end with betrayal. Allegedly, it escalated into something no one thought possible. A secret threesome scandal. Yes. The very woman Rasheeda once declared as her ultimate humiliation may have been part of a calculated arrangement all along. And who dropped this nuclear bomb? None other than Yandi Smith. A woman who knows the reality TV game better than almost anyone else. Insiders say Yandy has been sitting on receipts for months. Group messages, private conversations, leaked photos, and when she finally decided to spill, she did it with surgical precision. On a recent live stream, Yandi allegedly claimed Rasheeda knew everything. She wasn't blindsided. She wasn't the victim y'all thought she was. The moment those words left her lips, fans went feral, because if Yandi is telling the truth, Rasheeda's entire narrative collapses. She isn't just the strong wife standing by her man after betrayal. She's a willing participant in a scandal that flips her role completely. But let's rewind, because this doesn't make sense unless you understand the years of tension leading up to this moment. Rasheeda and Kirk's marriage has always been rocky. Fans have accused Kirk of being manipulative, controlling, and endlessly unfaithful. During the Jasmine baby scandal, Rasheeda famously stood by him even when fans begged her to walk away. At the time, many believed she stayed for the family empire. They built together the businesses, the money, the brand. But whispers in Atlanta nightlife told a different story. Rumors swirled that Rasheeda's loyalty wasn't just about saving face, it was about deeper secrets she didn't want exposed. Now, with Yandy's bombshell, those whispers are coming back to life. Was the threesome scandal the secret that kept Rasheeda silent all these years? Was her pain on screen less about betrayal and more about a situation she couldn't admit publicly? According to alleged leaked texts, Kirk wasn't sneaking Jasmine around Rasheeda's back. He was allegedly arranging late-night meets with both women. One screenshot that's been circulating online shows a message from an unknown number reading, "Tonight at the spot. Don't be late." The alleged response, saved in Jasmine's phone, simply reads, "She knows." The reply, "Yeah, it's handled." If authentic, these texts change everything. It paints a picture of Rasheeda not as a victim, but as someone who allowed the scandal to play out for reasons we can only guess. Power, control, fear of losing Kirk entirely. Nobody knows for sure, but the implications are devastating. And Yandi didn't stop with texts. On her live stream, she teased that there are messages, receipts, and more coming. Fans instantly went into detective mode, combing through old footage of LHHATL episodes. One clip from a past reunion went viral overnight. In it, Jasmine smirks, while Rasheeda avoids eye contact. Fans are now convinced that moment was loaded with unspoken tension, a silent acknowledgement of a truth the cameras didn't catch. But here's where the scandal gets even uglier. Multiple insiders claim this wasn't some drunken one-night mistake. They insist the arrangement was planned. Allegedly, Kirk used his manipulative charm to convince both women that it was better to keep the peace this way. One source close to production whispered, "Kirk always wanted control. This was his way of getting it. He made Jasmine feel like she was winning, made Rasheeda feel like she was in charge, and in reality, he was playing them both." The fallout online has been merciless. Fans are dragging Rasheeda for lying for years, accusing her of weaponizing her image as a betrayed wife while hiding the truth. One viral tweet read, "So Rasheeda wasn't crying about Jasmine, she was crying because the secret was out. Make it make sense." Others defended her, arguing that women in toxic marriages often make desperate choices. If Rasheeda agreed, it wasn't out of love, it was survival. Meanwhile, Jasmine's reputation is worse than ever. Already branded as the homewrecker, she's now being labeled a master manipulator who allegedly used the scandal to cement her place in the Frost's world. Memes show Jasmine sitting at a dinner table with Rasheeda and Kirk, captioned, "Family dinner. Be like, cruel." Yes, but viral? Absolutely. And then there's Yandi. Fans are torn. Some praise her for finally telling the truth and exposing the reality behind Rasheeda's polished image. Others accuse her of being messy, using someone else's pain for clout. But no matter what side people fall on, one fact remains. Yandi's tea has blown the Frost's entire marriage wide open. The cliffhanger here is brutal. These leaks are real. What else has been hidden from fans all these years? Is there actual video evidence of this alleged threesome, as some blogs claim? And if so, who's holding its hand? When will it surface? One thing's certain, this isn't just another messy storyline. This is the scandal that could redefine love and hip-hop, Atlanta forever. If part 1 cracked open the scandal, part 2 is where the glass shattered completely. The drama hit overdrive when a leaked audio clip surfaced. Late one night on a gossip blog, the voice. It sounded unmistakably like Yandi Smith, and her words were cutting. Rasheeda knew. She agreed. They thought nobody would find out. Those 8 words detonated like a bomb across social media. For years, Rasheeda has been cast as the long-suffering wife, the woman betrayed by Kirk and humiliated by Jasmine. But if Yandi's claim is real, then Rasheeda wasn't blindsided. She was complicit. Fans went wild. Memes flooded timelines. One viral tweet said, "So we've been crying with Rasheeda all these years for what?" She signed up for it. The timing was brutal. Within hours of the leak, screenshots began spreading. The idea that this wasn't a single scandalous night but a pattern sent the internet into chaos. Suddenly, fans began rewatching old LHHATL episodes, dissecting body language, eye contact, and throwaway comments for hidden clues. One clip from a reunion show where Jasmine smirked while Rasheeda avoided eye contact went viral with the caption, "She knew." Insiders say the situation is even uglier than fans realize. Allegedly, Kirk positioned the threesome as a way to control the narrative. By keeping Jasmine close, he could manage the drama. By including Rasheeda, he could convince her it wasn't betrayal. It was manipulation at its most toxic hand, according to one source. It's worked for years. But now that the secret is out, the fallout is brutal. Rasheeda is being dragged as a fraud. Kirk is being roasted as a master manipulator. Jasmine is being called a forever homewrecker. And Yandi. She's both praised and condemned half the internet, thanking her for the truth. The other half accusing her of clout chasing at Rasheeda's expense. The cliffhanger. Rumors are swirling that there's even more evidence of video from one of those nights, allegedly on a phone that was stolen years ago. Nobody knows if it's real, but blogs are already teasing that it could surface any day. And if that happens, Rasheeda's carefully curated image may never recover. If parts 1 and 2 were shocking, part 3 is where the scandal truly detonated. What started as whispers and leaked audio transformed into a full-blown internet war, hashtags, memes, celebrity reactions, and terrifying rumors of a secret video that could destroy reputations forever. The moment Yandy's alleged audio clip went viral, Twitter or X became the epicenter of chaos. Hashtags like #THRE3SOME, #Yandi spills tea, and #RASHEEDA exposed dominated the trending list. Within hours, millions of fans were tweeting, retweeting, and arguing about what they believed really happened. One side of the fandom dragged Rasheeda mercilessly. She played victim for years while knowing the whole time. One user posted, racking up 50,000 likes. Others accused her of manipulating the audience for sympathy. All those tears on screen were fake. She was in on it, but Rasheeda still had defenders. Thousands of tweets claimed she was a victim of Kirk's psychological manipulation. A woman in a toxic marriage will agree to things out of fear, not love, one fan argued. That single post went viral, sparking endless threads debating whether Rasheeda was complicit or coerced. TikTok, of course, added its own spin. Creators remixed Rasheeda's crying reunion clips with Jasmine's smug reaction shots, captioning them with lines like, "When you're the wife, but also the side chick." Other TikToks used ominous music overlays, claiming they had decoded hints of the scandal in old episodes. One viral edit slowed down a scene where Kirk whispered to Rasheeda during a reunion, adding the caption, he was reminding her of the pact. It was pure speculation, but fans ate it up. Instagram wasn't any kinder. The Shade Room posted the alleged group texts between Kirk, Jasmine, and R, and the comments section exploded. Tamar Braxton herself jumped in with a shady emoji, while Spice went live laughing. Atlanta drama never fails. But a threesome, God have mercy. The celebrity commentary turned what could have been a niche rumor into a full-scale cultural moment. But nothing fueled the frenzy more than the rumors of a video. Several gossip blogs claimed that there was an actual recording of the alleged threesome stored on a phone that was stolen from Jasmine years ago. While no footage surfaced, the idea alone was enough to drive fans into a frenzy. Memes popped up with captions like, "Leak the tape, we deserve to know the truth." Others begged, "Please don't. Protect Rasheeda at least." Even worse, some leaks started circulating that were clearly fake grainy screenshots of bedroom scenes, blurred faces claiming to be Rasheeda or Jasmine. Though debunked quickly, the damage was done. Fans now believed a real video could be out there. Meanwhile, Kirk Frost's silence spoke louder than any denial. He refused to post, refused to respond, and reportedly even refused to film certain scenes for Love and Hip Hop. Insiders whispered that producers were pressuring him, telling him, "You can't hide from this. Cameras need the drama." His refusal only convinced fans that the rumors were true. And Jasmine, she played the game perfectly. Her cryptic, unbothered post wasn't the end. She doubled down by tweeting, "Funny how the truth always finds a way out." Fans took it as confirmation. Even though she never said the word threesome, every emoji, every smirk, every post was dissected like gospel. But Yandi kept fanning the flames. She went live again, not confirming anything outright, but dropping cryptic lines like, "Sometimes the people you defend the hardest are hiding the ugliest truths." She didn't name Rasheeda, but everyone knew who she was talking about by the end of the week. The scandal wasn't just a rumor. It was a full-fledged cultural event. Articles popped up on mainstream outlets like Bet, Complex, and Rolling Stone, each one spinning the story differently. Some painted Rasheeda as the tragic figure finally exposed. Others focused on Kirk's toxic control. And a few dared to crown Jasmine as the winner who had outplayed everyone. The terrifying cliffhanger. Fans began circulating screenshots of a dark web forum where someone allegedly claimed to be selling the rumored video. Whether it's real or a scam didn't matter. The hype was enough. One fan tweeted, "If that tape drops, it's over. Rasheeda can never come back." And that's the danger. The scandal has reached the point where even the possibility of evidence is enough to keep the world glued to their screens. Because if the video really exists, then Rasheeda's tears, Kirk's denials, and Jasmine's silence won't matter. The truth will be undeniable. And when it surfaces, it won't just destroy a marriage, it could end careers. If the social media frenzy wasn't enough. The real chaos started once the scandal spilled into the love and hip-hop. Atlanta said itself. What had once been whispers behind the scenes became screaming matches in front of cameras. With producers practically salivating at the ratings gold dropping into their laps, reports say the first cast member to confront Rasheeda was none other than Karlie Redd. Never one to hold her tongue. Karlie allegedly cornered Rasheeda during a group scene, saying, "Why you lying to the fans when we all know the truth? Yandi ain't exposed nothing, knew we, Ben knew." Rasheeda, caught off guard, allegedly broke down in tears, yelling back that Yandi betrayed the sisterhood by leaking private receipts. The confrontation turned ugly fast. Sources claim Rasheeda accused Karlie of being jealous, while Karlie clapped back that Rasheeda had been fronting for years. Cameras captured every tear, every insult, every slam drink on the table. Meanwhile, Jasmine Washington has stayed mostly silent publicly, but insiders say she's been playing the long game. According to a cast source, Jasmine has refused to deny the rumors on camera, instead sitting back with her signature smirk while other castmates argue. "She don't gotta say nothing," one insider whispered. Her silence is the loudest confirmation. Kirk, on the other hand, is allegedly ducking production. He's been accused of dodging confessionals, avoiding direct questions, and even storming out of filming sessions when producers pushed him about the threesome scandal. According to one crew member, Kirk snapped during taping, "Y'all twisting everything. It wasn't like that." But without receipts of his own, his denials ring hollow. Yandi, of course, has doubled down. On a recent Instagram Live, she said, "It's not about being messy, it's about telling the truth. People out here pretending, and I don't stand for that." Her comments sent fans spiraling. Some crowned her the hero of the season, while others accused her of clout chasing at Rasheeda's expense. The producers are eating it up. Insiders claim the threesome scandal has now become the centerpiece storyline of the upcoming season. One source close to production revealed, "Every scene now ties back to this. The threesome is the plot. They don't care about nothing else, and it makes sense the ratings. Its potential is massive." But here's where things get even more explosive. Rumors are swirling that there's more than one secret. A blogger with connections to production claimed that the threesome scandal is just the beginning. According to the blog, Yandi has more receipts, and she hasn't dropped them yet. The threesome is only part one. That post alone racked up thousands of shares, with fans speculating wildly about what else could be hidden. Some theories suggest there may have been other women involved, that Jasmine wasn't the only outside player Kirk pulled into their marriage. Others whisper that Rasheeda herself may have entertained other flings, something Kirk allegedly tolerated as part of their toxic totes arrangement. The possibility of more revelations has fans bracing for an even bigger collapse. As one viral tweet put it, "If the threesome is just the appetizer, we ain't ready for the main course." The industry is reacting too. Blogs are posting daily updates. Podcasts are dedicating, but the scariest part isn't what's already come out, it's what hasn't. Yandy's cryptic teasers about more receipts have the internet on edge. If she's holding back texts, photos, or video evidence, then the threesome scandal might just be the tip of the iceberg. And here's the cliffhanger. Insiders claim producers are sitting on footage from a heated off-camera fight between Rasheeda and Jasmine, where Rasheeda allegedly screamed, "You ruined my life twice." Twice. If that footage makes it into the season, it could be the most explosive moment in love and hip-hop history. The question now is this: will Rasheeda survive this storm, or is Yandy's tea the scandal that finally ends her marriage, her brand, and her role as the face of love and hip-hop, Atlanta? If the cast confrontations were explosive, the reactions outside the love and hip-hop bubble were even more nuclear. Social media, blogs, industry insiders, flicked, and celebrities across the board weighed in, and the divide was vicious. Twitter became a battlefield. Hashtags like #FrostThreesome, #RASHEEDA exposed, and #Yandi spills tea didn't just trend, they dominated for days. Fans posted think pieces in threads, hundreds of comments long. Some dragged Rasheeda, accusing her of faking her pain for storylines. Others claimed she was a victim of Kirk's manipulation, arguing, "Don't act like you wouldn't fold if your whole empire was on the line." TikTok went even harder. Clips of Rasheeda crying were stitched with Jasmine's smug expressions, layered over trending sounds like the clown music or its giving. Betrayal. But another side of TikTok was strangely sympathetic. Creators stitched videos with captions like, "She's not weak, she's trapped." The debate wasn't just about Rasheeda's marriage anymore. It had turned into a cultural conversation about women, survival, and humiliation on reality TV. Celebrities added gasoline. Tamar Braxton left a comment under a Shade Room post. "Chilly. This tea too hot." Spice went live laughing hysterically as fans spammed her comments. "Atlanta messy, but a threesome. Baby, this history," she said between cackles. Cardi B chimed in on Twitter. "Every woman has her breaking point. Rasheeda needs to stop saving Kirk and save herself." The industry responded too. BET, VH1, and Complex all published articles, framing the scandal as the biggest love and hip-hop betrayal since Kirk's Outside Baby. Meanwhile, gossip bloggers claimed producers were already cutting trailers around the scandal, preparing to market it as the season's main storyline. But the real chaos came from fans themselves. Petitions began circulating, some demanding Rasheeda finally leave Kirk, others demanding Jasmine be removed from the show. GoFundMe scams popped up claiming to support Rasheeda, though many were quickly flagged as fake. Memes spread faster than facts, drowning out any attempt. Rasheeda might have had to control the narrative, and then came the darkest rumor: that the alleged video proof of the threesome was being shopped around. An anonymous post on Reddit claimed someone had seen clips of the footage and that it was too graphic for TV. Whether real or not, the rumor itself was enough to make fans believe the worst. By the end of the week, the Frost's brand wasn't just bruised, it was bleeding. Their businesses, endorsements, and image as Atlanta's power couple were all under siege. And Jasmine, she was suddenly in control. Her name was everywhere, her silence louder than any denial. The world isn't just watching anymore, they're waiting for the next leak, the next clapback, the next bombshell. And insiders whisper it's coming sooner than anyone thinks. Because if the tape is real, or if Yandi drops more receipts, then this scandal will go from messy reality TV drama to a cultural firestorm that not Rasheeda, not Kirk, not Jasmine can survive unscathed. Just when it seemed the threesome scandal couldn't get more explosive, a final twist dropped that flipped the entire narrative on its head. At first, fans thought the storm would die down. Rasheeda's defenders argued she was being dragged unfairly. Kirk stayed silent. Jasmine posted cryptic selfies, and Yandi teased more tea without actually dropping it. But then, out of nowhere, an anonymous Dropbox link began circulating online. The file inside wasn't the rumored video of the threesome, but something arguably worse: a series of emails allegedly exchanged between Kirk and a VH1 producer. The email suggested that the threesome storyline wasn't just real, it was being covered up for years to protect Rasheeda's brand. One email read, "If this gets out, her whole image collapses. Keep it off camera. Redirect to the baby storyline." Another appeared to show Kirk agreeing. "She'll never forgive me if it airs. Handle it, I'll handle her." The leak changed everything. Fans who once thought this was just gossip now believe the entire franchise was complicit in hiding the scandal. Memes erupted, Rasheeda's crying face photoshopped with the words "scripted victim." But the worst part? The emails hinted at another woman, a name blacked out in redacted documents. The subject line of one exchange read, Jasmine isn't the only one." Suddenly, fans weren't just talking about Rasheeda, Kirk, and Jasmine, they were speculating about a mystery fourth person. Theories spiraled. Was it another cast member? A celebrity? Someone behind the scenes? Yandi added fuel by tweeting, "Y'all don't even know half of it," within minutes. Hashtags like #WhoIsShe trended alongside the threesome scandal. Producers, meanwhile, are allegedly panicking. Insiders say filming has been